Welcome to the famous Eliot AI 5-minute integration. Begin by downloading the Eliot AI package from the Unity Asset Store and import it into Unity. Once that's done, you will see the Eliot AI welcome window, where you can find additional tutorials, join our mailing list, visit our Facebook page, and much more. Go ahead now and save the scene as a new scene. Once that's done, go ahead and right-click in the hierarchy window, and select 3D Object, Plane. Set the plane's scale to 3, 1, 3, in the X, Y, and Z axis. Now we shall add some cubes. These cubes will serve the purpose of being walls. Go ahead and set the cubes at a higher level than the plane, and scale the cubes to a size of 1, 3, and 10, in the X, Y, and Z axis. Make copies of this wall and position them around the game board. When you have completed that, select all the new objects and set them as static. After that, select all the walls and add the component, NavMesh obstacle. Make sure you select the Carve attribute checkbox. Now go to Window, AI, Navigation, and then Bake the scene by selecting the Bake tab, and hitting the Bake button. Next we will make some bases. Each team will have its own base. Begin by creating a cylinder in 3D and position it on one side of the board. Scale and size it and then set its color to blue by going to its mesh renderer and choosing the Eliot AI blue material. Okay, now go ahead and duplicate this and make a red base as well. It's now time to add our characters in. Go to Assets, Eliot AI, Resources, Base Prefabs, and click and drag the Eliot AI Base Agent Prefab onto the ground. Now we want to add a game character to our Eliot AI Base Agent Prefab object. Select Eliot AI, Tutorials and Demo, First Person Shooter, Characters, and then select the Sci-Fi Soldier object and drag it onto the Graphics object under the Eliot AI Base Agent Prefab. Go ahead and move the object around. If it doesn't look right, we need to reposition it. Select the Eliot AI Base Agent Prefab object and then select the Align Graphics Position button. Now let's go back into the Sci-Fi Soldier and set up his animation controller. Make a copy of the animation controller and name it FPS Soldier. Next, click and drag the new controller onto the Sci-Fi Soldier object. Make sure you set up all the animations correctly inside of the controller. Once your animations are set up, we now will set up the main character. Select the Eliot AI Base Agent Prefab and now set the team to blue. After that, select Attributes and click on the plus button to add them over example attributes. At this point you want to click and drag your blue base to the home base, and your red base to the enemy base. Now let's set up some behaviors. Go ahead and select the FPS Soldier Eliot AI behavior. Next, select the skill, FPS Soldier Shoot. After that, set the walk speed to 0.9 and run speed to 4. Next, go ahead and duplicate this object, and let's duplicate it again to create an enemy. Let's move the enemy character to the other side of the board and then set its team to red. Now for the attributes, make sure to set the home base to red, and enemy base to blue. Duplicate this object and now let us begin testing. You have now successfully completed the Eliot AI famous 5-minute integration. Congratulations! We recommend you check out our website and join our mailing list today for updates, news and additional benefits. Get your copy of Eliot AI today on the Unity Assets Store.